Hi, guys, and welcome to the Horror Room. So, last week we took a look at some of my simpler masks, like these cool retro style hockey masks. Take a look at this really creepy vampire girl one. So, this week we're going to be taking a look at some more deluxe masks. Now, there's one that I'm not showing off yet because I want to save that for a different video. It's more of a unique item, which I think I've talked about before. You probably already know what it is. It's the Jason hockey mask, the original goalie one. Yeah, spoiler, but yeah, I think I've already shown it anyways. But just future reference, you'll probably see it again. Um, but today we're going to take a look at the rest of my masks, the more deluxe masks that I have on display. Again, I'm going to have to do it gorilla style because, it won't let me change front to back on my phone. Oh well. But I thought I would show you the only non-horror one that I have, which I guess could be debatable for one other one. But this one is a Slipknot mask. Now Slipknot is heavy metal, and heavy metal and horror go hand in hand. And of course, the only one that I was probably gonna get is the one that's creepy as hell. And that's the clown mask. This is a German mask. I can't remember exactly what they call it, but I mean, this is the drummer from Slipknot. I think this was like the original mask, or it's at least pretty damn close to what he wore. And obviously, their look changed throughout the ages. But I do remember this classic look. He had like the red jumpsuit, and his was one of the masks that stood out for being like, oh, that's pretty creepy. And obviously, people are afraid of clowns, so this is a pretty damn creepy mask. Like, imagine if you saw someone wearing this, like, out at night. You'd be like, oh, hell no. So, yeah, I think this is a cool mask to have. It fits right in. It looks great in the lights. But let's go look at some of the other masks. We'll put this up on the way. So he goes up top right next to the only mask I have that is boxed, which is the Black Phone grabber mask. It comes with all the different mouths. I'm a big fan of the regular mouth. But it's got the sad face, it's got the blank one, and then you can detach each one, and you don't have to wear the bottom. You could just have the top with the horns. You can have just the bottom mask. So it's a pretty cool, diverse mask. Then right down here in his classy top hat, you have the Fishman, the creature from the Black Lagoon. I love the original creature. Not a big fan of the other designs, but they are available on Trick or Treat Studios. Most of these are Trick or Treat Studios. Some of them are old Ruby's masks, and this one I have no clue. But this is the biggest damn mask I own. I got it for a fairly good price. The only thing I was not expecting when I got it is it was a little stinky, so I had to clean it really, really good. I'm not going to tell you how I cleaned it because most mask collectors would probably faint if I described how I cleaned it. I probably did not do it right, but it does not smell as bad. Now, if you wear it for a while, it does get hot and sweaty. Then it probably smells a little bad. Next to that, we have my Toxic Avenger mask. Absolutely love this mask. I would love if they did a mask from part 2 or 3. I don't think that's gonna happen. They're doing the one for the new movie, and they've done Toxic Crusaders, which is pretty cool, but not my style. So I'm happy with this one. I love it. And then right down below here, we have the part 4 Freddy Krueger mask. I got that when I was working at Spirit Halloween. Actually, I think a friend of mine bought it for me. Yeah, if I remember correctly, he did buy it for me. So, shout outs to him. Awesome mask. And then we have the Michael Myers from Halloween 2. This mask is in a little bit of rough shape. He probably needs some touch-ups. I would love to find someone that can restore or... what's the word I'm thinking of? They basically reinvent the mask. People do it a lot with Michael Myers masks. They'll change the hair, add some more details to the face. Depending on the movie, they'll change the quality to make it 10 times better, more movie accurate. basically. But it is a little pricey. I'm fine with him being like that. It's a lot better than the masks we used to get for Michael Myers back in the day. But honestly, if I found one of those, I'd probably buy it just for the nostalgia. And I do want to get a Halloween Kills mask because I love the burnt look. Not a fan of like the just plain 2018 with the aged, but the burnt look on it, it looks really cool. And then next to that, we have the Fulci Conquistador zombie, one of the most iconic zombies in zombie history, if I'm being honest. And they do have a mask for the boat zombie, which is also pretty iconic. Then right down below that, you have my Part 7. Yes, Part 7 Jason mask, which if you lift the plastic hockey mask up, you can see his zombie face. It's a little dark back here. I'll put that up later. Then we have next to it a Jason Goes to Hell. I think this is a Ruby's mask. Now, they've reissued this mask through Trick or Treat Studios, but in my opinion, it just doesn't hit the same. And there's also another version of this mask that has like a bulging eye, and it's like bright red, kind of bloody. It's really bad looking, but I really want that one too. And then we had this really, really good Jason X mask. Now, the convention I went to, I was actually going to get the Halloween Kills Michael Myers until I saw this baby, and I was like, oh, I gotta get the Jason X mask. And then finally, down below, not that they're bottom tier, these are some of my favorite masks. We have the Pretty Woman Leatherface mask. Honestly, my favorite look. Honestly, the only one I wanted. I wouldn't mind finding the classic, iconic one, but like his killing mask, but I'm not going to run out and spend $50-$60 for it. Like, that one to me was worth it because it's the Pretty Woman Leatherface mask. Come on. It's part of the ending. But yeah, I love that mask. It's just a pain in the ass to put on with like all the straps and stuff. I would not recommend that part of it, at least, but it is accurate. Next to it, we have this really horrible Pinhead mask. I think, again, it's a Ruby's mask. And you're probably asking, like, why would you buy it if you think it's horrible? Because it reminds me of that classic pop-up Halloween shops that you'd see. And you'd walk in and all the masks would be, like, up top. And you'd say, oh, those look really cool. And then, like, they'd get kind of worse as they went down. You'd see a lot of Michael Myers and Freddy up there, along with Pinhead. And a lot of the bigger masks, like maybe this Pumpkinhead mask. Now, this is a Trick or Treat Studios one. They might have had an older one, but that is a huge mask. Like, honestly, it's massive. For a while, I didn't have anywhere to put it, and it's still kind of awkward having it down there. But there's honestly not many places to put it. So yeah, those are my deluxe masks. Again, if they weren't so space consuming, I would love to get more. There are a lot that I've had my eyes on. Not even just, classic characters like Michael and Freddy. There's a lot of like really interesting, unique mask designs out there. And there's a thing called, obviously, Mask Fest, where people bring their creations, and they do have an Instagram page. If I can remember, I'm going to put it down below, because just follow that page. They show off some amazing stuff that people have made, and it's really cool. It's very expensive. This is kind of like the entry-level masks, but the stuff that these people make, those are for the serious collectors. Like, if I had that money and I had the time and the space, sure. But man, good luck if you want to get into that. You better have some deep pockets. That's all I can say. But hey, even if you can't buy them, you can look at them and enjoy them. Some people make their own masks. I follow this guy on Instagram. He also has like Facebook and stuff. He goes by a New Kind of Fear. He makes specifically Jason masks. And he's gone through every single movie. He makes not only he only makes the hoods. That's what they're called. If you're talking about the look and then you have the Hawk, which is the hockey mask. He gets those made from someone else, but he makes the hood part, so the head. Like, so if you're thinking Jason Part 4 with his deranged look and he's got the axe wound, he makes that part. And he also adds like the shirt, so it's like a bust. It's more like a bust than a mask, but he has options where you can have a wearable version. And they are so damn good. He even makes a prop of Pamela Voorhees' head. And one day I'm gonna get that damn head because I love obviously Friday the 13th, and that's one I've been after for a long time. They are a little expensive, but I will say his are definitely worth the money. If you're a big Jason fan, show your support to him. He does amazing work. Can't recommend him enough. Obviously, I would love to get some eventually, but for now, I'm just a big supporter, so I will definitely leave a link to his stuff down below because I think you guys should check his work out. I think you'd love it. So that's all for now. We'll see what next week is going to be. I know I did the NECA figures, and I do want to do the Alien ones. And I'm still probably going to do Mighty Max, whether you guys want me to or not, because I love Mighty Max. Of course, I'm going to do Mighty Max. But we'll figure it out. I've got some ideas floating around. And obviously, if I get any cool pickups, I'll share those. Those are usually a midweek thing, unless it's like so big. I'll probably save that for when I go to the VHS convention. That's hopefully going to be a big haul, but just depends on prices. And my bingo card. Got to fill that out. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week.